We are joined with our defending champion, Stephan Jaeger, here at the Texas Children's Houston Open. Stephan, welcome back. Want to start off with some comments, what it's like to be back as the defending champion of your first win?
Yeah, it's a first one for me. It's been nice. Yeah, obviously the golf course looks very similar to last year. Weather doesn't look quite as good this year, I think. We may get some rain, but excited to be here. Obviously having the parking spot and over the locker was a really cool touch. So I'm excited to be here. Good memories, obviously from last year, and the golf course, like I said, looks very similar. I haven't seen some of the changes. I think they added a couple of tee boxes, so I'll see that tomorrow in the Pro-Am. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Mentioned good memories. Any specific memories from on 18 green or family there to congratulate you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that one I won't forget ever. One of those, first win and have my family and my little son there, and it was really a special moment. It kind of, I've said this before. It was kind of one of those where I didn't. In the moment, having Scotty miss that short putt, you don't really want to be overjoyed because, I don't ever wish bad on anybody. But after it set in, I didn't really care too much after that. But it was definitely a memory I won't forget. Some of the shots I remember, we just played 5, and I think either they lost the tree or they took the tree out. I'm not sure. Just, some memories of some shots you hit and some putts you made maybe definitely came up today for sure.
First title defense on tour. How does this kind of differ feelings-wise than a regular normal week on tour?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't really get asked very often to press conferences, so that's a new one. I'd love to get used to that. That means you're doing well and you're doing things pretty well during the year. But, obviously people that watched you last year and watched you win and all those executives and the Houston Astros Foundation, all those guys that I might not remember, but they remember me because I was their, champion last year. So anybody that's going to come up this week, I hope that I was a worthy one from last year, and I hope to do just as well this year and play well again.
Making 10th start of the season, coming off a very challenging Florida swing, what have been takeaways of playing some very difficult golf courses the past 3 weeks?
Yeah, not even golf courses. It was the weather, too. We had a bunch of wind. Honestly, all the 3 events that we played, there was at least 1 or 2 days where it was pretty windy. So, like you said, it was a very challenging month with hard golf courses, hard conditions. But, this golf course isn't a cakewalk either. Obviously, with the weather coming in, it's going to be soft. It's going to play even longer. The greens won't quite be as maybe firm or fast, but, I think I won at 12 under last year. So the scores won't be super low. It's a different challenge than, for instance, like last week. You obviously, the views are wide open off the tee. But it's definitely a second shot golf course to where you have to miss it in the right spot. And like I said, it's a different challenge. It's not quite as claustrophobic as maybe Bay Hill or the Players or, even last week at Valspar. But it definitely has its teeth around this place for sure.
I may have a few more then, but Cameron, if you have some.
Yep.
When you remember that final round last year, how much did you find yourself scoreboard watching? Because I think you had 5 people who finished a shot behind you. How much do you remember just the...
Are you a player? I can hear you either way.
Are you a player who's in the past been able to handle emotions in those situations? Or how much did that win over the past year? Because I know you've been in contention a couple times even this season. How much has that win kind of helped you in those moments?
Yeah, I think the more you're there, obviously the more comfortable you get. I felt really good the two times I had a chance this year to do something on Sunday, and it didn't pan out the way I wanted to. But that doesn't. It definitely kind of ingrains that belief, like, hey, you know what? It didn't work out this time, but I know you're good enough to do it, right? Golf is such a hard game, and I think we forget sometimes how hard as winning is. when you get, you see those guys that are winning. Rory won twice in 4 events, right? But winning is really hard. So I think if you tell yourself that, I think you kind of get a sense of relief over it. We just try our best on every round, every shot, and if the last putt drops and you have a chance to win, that's great. But it's more like the fun is more the chase rather than the trophy in the end. That chance to make a putt on 18 or that make a birdie on 18 or even have a chance for the back 9. That's really where the fun begins for sure.
Like you mentioned, coming off of a pretty difficult stretch in Florida, how much were you anticipating getting back here just to kind of relive the memories of even just pulling in the parking lot and whatever floods your mind?
Yeah. I added Valspar late because I felt like I needed a little bit more reps. I took some time off last year and I wasn't playing good. I felt like I was close and I played decent at the Players and I went home for a couple of days after Valspar. I went home Sunday night and I got here this morning. So that refresher was huge for me because I feel like 2 nights in your own bed kind of refreshes you. And I wanted to be fresh this week because I knew there was going to be a lot of chaos, like you called it, right? Like the media is going to want more. And, obviously on the first tee, you're going to have more emotions. And I wanted to be kind of mentally there this week and mentally fresh for this week. And it really worked that I got to go home for a few days and be here mentally, be present and really enjoy and also take everything in. I mean, that's my first one. So, defending is a high privilege and I'm happy to be here for sure.
Are you much of a superstitious guy? Are you staying at the same place this year you did last year? Are you going to eat the same food? What's kind of the routine for the week?
No, I have a few. I wouldn't even call it superstitious. I'd try to stick with the same golf routine, which has changed from last year. So no, I would not say I'm doing the same thing. We have a different house this year. My wife's not coming in until Thursday, so it's a lot of different things. There's a couple of things that I'll do the same, that I do the same every week, but I won't do anything the same as I can't even remember what we ate last year, to be honest with you. I mean, my kid was there, so the chances are we got takeout a lot and ate at the house, I would imagine. But my wife's coming in. The little one's going to stay at home this week, and we're going to have a couple nice dinners with some friends this week and enjoy kind of being around everybody and having the spotlight on you for a little bit for this week for sure.
Is there anywhere special you have your trophy displayed from last year?
Yeah, I have a trophy room at home that we just moved in our house last year, and that was one that's kind of front and center. I have some of the Korn Ferry and Web.com ones kind of tucked away in the side, and this one definitely is in the center, and obviously it's my biggest win up to date. So I'd love to kind of add a few more this year, and maybe another Houston Open trophy. Who knows?
Perfect. Thanks, Stephen, for the time.
Thank you.
We're going to go outside.